Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Still in it, running back for the Alouettes. They're inside the Winnipeg 20. Down by 3. Time running out. End zone! Touchdown! Tyson Philpot!
There it is. The Montreal Alouettes clinching their surprising, shocking Grey Cup. Maybe not shocking to the Alouettes. Victory on Sunday, 28-24 over the Bombers. Tyson Philpot from North Delta, 19-yard touchdown catch with 13 seconds left, named most outstanding Canadian in Sunday's Grey Cup game. He's from the Vancouver area, Seaquam Secondary, and he joins us now. Tyson, thanks so much for doing this. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
What have you been up to since Sunday? Be honest.
Honestly, just trying to soak it all in. Just hearing from the veteran guys, they say that's the biggest thing, just don't take it for granted. This moment doesn't come around too often. So we've done some partying for sure, but getting ready for the parade tomorrow.
What went through your mind when that play was called, Tyson?
I had visualized that moment as a young kid. So, just to be in that moment and to get that opportunity, as soon as I heard the play called and I seen the safety roll over, I knew I was going to get a one-on-one shot. And, Cody just trusted in me. And like I said, at the end of the game, the rest is history.
Okay, so what went on with the Montreal Alouettes, Tyson? We saw here in BC, Lions beat you guys a couple of times in July and August. You end up winning, including the playoffs, your last 8 games, 8 straight games to end the season. You win the Grey Cup. What was going on?
Yeah, we had a lot of people sleep on us all year. It started at the beginning of the year when we got ranked 9th. Rightfully so, we lost a couple of key guys, but I think there was a belief in this locker room. Coach Moss, he instilled in us the grade 8, and that was a goal that we had from the beginning of the year. And there was just something significant about the number 8. And, it was just kind of crazy for us to finish the season winning 8 straight, to bring home the 8th Grey Cup to the organization, and to do it in 2023. There's just so many signs, and there was just a great belief, like I said before, in this locker room. And we didn't need any outside belief. We just needed what was in the locker room and in the city of Montreal. And, we just stuck together and we were able to capitalize and did what we were able to do.
Tyson, your dad was a great BC Lion. He's got the record for most touchdowns in a season at 22. We interviewed him a ton of times. How was it having a dad who played football and he gave you that advice? And how was he as a football dad?
So instrumental in my career. Anytime I've had any kind of trouble or any kind of anything I needed to ask him, he always gives me the best advice, especially coming from someone that's been there and has been in the same shoes that I was. It's just been cool. And it's also just been so surreal to do what your dad did, to get on that big stage like him. And it's kind of crazy. He won in his second year and I was able to win in my second year as well. But yeah, just to try and capture those goals of mine and, try and push past what he did. And like I said before, it's still sinking in, but hopefully I can just take this week and relish in it. And, the job's not done. I got a long career, hopefully many more to go, and just so surreal.
You played football with your brother Jalen. He's with the Calgary Stampeders. You go to Seaquam. You go to the University of Calgary. Talk about the journey, high school and then university and now the CFL.
Yeah, I did the Great Canadian Journey, kept it all in Canada, just kept to my roots. And that's something I'm very proud of myself, being able to get to where I am now by playing, like you said, community football with the North Delta Longhorns, and then moving on to high school with Seaquam Secondary. And like you brought up my brother, I owe him for sure for this, because we battled all our whole career as youngins and, always competed against each other. And he helped me get better, and I'm sure I helped him get better too. But yeah, to do it the Canadian route, to win a Canadian World Championship, and then to go to the University of Calgary and win a Vanier Cup there, and just do all the biggest things I could in Canada with this sport. And then, to get to the pinnacle and win the Grey Cup, it's like I said, I keep saying it's so surreal because I haven't processed it all yet. But I'm just so glad I could put on for my country, put Canada on the map for sure.
We're talking with Tyson Philpot. You touched on something there, Tyson. Everybody in Vancouver, especially people who follow hockey, which is pretty much everybody in the province of BC, knows about the Sedins, twin brothers who really pushed each other and that made them better hockey players. You touched on this, but how much did you and Jalen, as twins, as great athletes, how much did you push each other? And do you think you'd be where you are today if you didn't have them?
No, definitely not. We always talk about that. We owe each other for where we are as respectful individuals. But he was always my competition. We were always getting compared, always getting asked who's better. So we always tried to prove that each other was better, and always had respect for each other. But it definitely got competitive, and I wouldn't have rather compete with anyone else. And so grateful to have a twin brother that plays the same position, and to ask him ideas. If I'm having a bad week, just see how he's doing and how his team's doing. But yeah, we're always rallying ideas off each other, and just extremely grateful, to have a brother, especially by blood, in the same sport, same position.
Okay, we all know about Montreal. It's a fun city. What's it like playing, working, and living in Montreal?
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. I mean, starting with just the layout and the landscape, so cool being on the water. Kind of gives me a little bit of Vancouver vibes, but it's got some old school to it. The city's got some history, some rich history, and as long as the French influence. But man, the fans are great. Number one supporters. They show up to practice. They show up to the games all the time. The city of Montreal, I know, is so thankful that we're bringing back another Grey Cup. So I'm sure that parade tomorrow, I've heard, is going to be upwards of 50,000 people. Wow. So just really looking forward to it. And I know they're extremely proud of us. The city of Montreal, I know they were advertising at the Canadiens games as well, that we were in the Grey Cup, and they're all for us. So it's just been so cool, to see a city rally behind you, and to be able to capitalize and do everything we spoke on is so cool.
Well, it's a great story. And Rick and I have been around for a long time, and I know I can speak for Rick here. I just love the fact you're wearing that number 6, just like your dad.
Absolutely.
Quick six.
Quick six.
Made you stand out in a lot of ways for us. But thanks so much for this, Tyson, and congratulations.
Of course. Thank you guys so much. And, it's not just for the city of Montreal. This Grey Cup is I'm definitely going to bring it home to Surrey and Delta. So it's for all the people back home that supported me and helped me along my journey for sure.
Hey, you know what, Tyson? I said you were from Delta yesterday, and we had a whole bunch of people respond to us and say, no, it's North Delta. You can't say Delta.
It's Yakima.
So I'll make sure I correct myself from here on in. Tyson, thanks so much. Appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you guys so much.
All the best.